Howdy! My truths, my justices, and my non-binary for-alls. It's me! Creed. Hi. And today, I'm joined by the most... I guess the trust is it's we're just starting. Please deflate Mako. Well, they asked. So I apparently have been logged out of literally everything and having to re-log into literally everything. Imagine like a comical deflation sound of like a balloon going off. I would play a sound effect,
I really don't want to imagine that, to be honest.
Don't make it weird. But I would play a sound effect, but I don't have access to most of my sound effects anymore because I no longer have Discord Nitro, unfortunately.
That shit costs money.
Yeah, I've been riding off the coattails of my yearly subscription that I had last year, and it has finally run its course. And so that means I don't even make noises when I join calls anymore. In the original time, baby, I forgot you're trying to streaming earlier on Mondays. Yeah, I'm trying to stream earlier because in the future I'm going to be having things occurring at 6.
Chat, would you believe me if I said this stream was supposed to start 2.5 hours ago?
They don't need to know that. You don't need to announce my failures at the chat, really. Like it's uncalled for, it's uncouth, and it's a little uncanny. Okay, let's see. I thought I was late, but I was just on time, says Check. Yeah, perfect timing. Choose to see this one. Yep. Nice. We're starting. Please deflate Mako. The most prosecuting. Damn. True. We do have to build Mako up since we're starting a new game. Yep. So he's back down to his default size. Are you ready for the game with the greatest line in all of Ace Attorney history? I feel like it's gonna have to do a lot to be able to surpass. I want to cross-examine the parrot. What's up, gamers? Why are we downsizing the cat? It's the start of a series. The soundboard is no more. Yeah, I have 4 options, and I could possibly add more if I really feel like it. They put a silencer on Creed. What do you mean they put a silencer on Creed? People can hear me. I know they can.
The voice, the soundboard, they mean.
Oh, I see. The only type Mega Balloon is food balloon, soundboard no more. That would have been a mega early. Wow, stream. Yes. It's up there, Creed. Creed check DM. Okay. What do you want? You have a gift. Open gift.
Shaq, are you giving them their power back? Why would you do that?
I much appreciate the gift. I have been re-given a level of Discord Nitro, though I only have the basic version, which I think, does that not allow me to do the soundboard?
They have different tiers.
Yeah, there's a basic and there's regular nitro.
You are making a mistake.
Yeah. Well, I have 4 to work with, so for the time being. So all you guys can hear me make is
my favorite one.
Arby's, you are making a mistake.
And of course,
You're the one that added that? Yeah, that makes sense.
what? Who?
I don't know why. I for some reason I don't know even why I thought you wouldn't have been one actually.
One day I'll make you witness that rap battle, and it will be a terrible day for you.
There's something just very funny to me about you playing the extremely calming Blockland music at times that do not warrant it.
Yeah. Anyways, now that we're approximately 12 minutes into the stream, let's start playing the video game.
It did take you like several minutes to finish the intro. Like I think 5 or 6.
Neat. I was attempting to log back into a website, so it took slightly longer. Anyways.
I feel like not ready for this for some reason. I mean, I am, but it's like, this is the last game here. It's like, it feels like only yesterday that we started the first one. You know what I mean? They don't know what I mean. Why do they do this without saying anything? So yeah, chat, my right click on my mouse definitely seems broken, and I have to figure out how to buy a new one. Which means I gotta look at like video buying guides and just be like, what kind of grip does your hand use? What size? How big is your hand? What buttons do you want? All that stuff. I hate buying things. If I'm making money, I want to put it toward debt. One day I'll get out of that. Gonna be a physical issue with the mouse? Well, yeah.
Sorry about that.
I think my PC would randomly disable my right click.
I got a phone call in the middle of you talking, so I couldn't say BRB because you were talking.
You can interrupt me if it's for something like that, you know.
No, it's okay. But, yeah, you said you're not ready, you don't really feel ready for this final game?
Just because, you know, it feels like it's only been yesterday since we started the first one.
Yeah. Are you ready to experience things you have never experienced before? Like a guy with a weird face thing?
Oh yeah, he's in this, isn't he?
He's in the banner image, so yeah.
I guess he's the prosecutor, right?
Probably.
Probably.
Episode 1, Turnabout Memories. Aren't you dead? Pen wants a Caesar salad.
In this series?
I want a Caesar salad. Okay. Ah! How did I get into this mess? Why? Why did I do that?
Like this 8-bit. That girl, you shouldn't see her anymore.
Hey, it's none of your business.
I'm telling you for your sake. If you continue to see her, it's going to be bad news.
You're lying!
Just listen to me. There's something you need to know about that girl.
Stop it! Don't talk about her like that. What is with that shirt? It wasn't me. I didn't... I didn't do it! Five years earlier, Maya Fey, second trial.
You can't call them both Maya.
Mia Fey, second trial. April 11th, 9:40 a.m. Also, I almost forgot. In this game, I'm supposed to be on this side, because it takes up less space. You go on that side, because you take up too much space.
Is this how we've been doing it?
Yes. April 11th, 9:40 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 3. At this time, the Homestuck beta comic has come out. Assuming this takes place in 2009. Which it probably doesn't.
Ugh, it's finally time. I'm kind of nervous.
Ooh. Ooh. Vibin'. I think this is you.
I don't know who this is.
You know exactly who this is.
Oh, Mr. Grossberg. Good morning.
Yeah, please calm yourself down.
I haven't been this fucker in a while.
You're going to get yourself arrested for suspicious behavior, you know.
What are you talking about? I am relaxed, Mr. Groberg. Look at me, I'm relaxed.
Go by your pals. Obviously, I haven't got the temperament to be a lawyer.
I'm so sorry. It's just, I'm so nervous today.
Oh, that's right. This is your first time in the big leagues, isn't it? Well, never your fear, my dear. I'm Marvin Grossberg,
Actually, this is my second time in court.
Still, you surprised me. Right with your honest request last night. Let me handle this case, you suddenly said. And quite forcefully, too.
I just found out yesterday. About the case, I mean.
But you've already learned all the relevant facts.
Well, about that. You see, I mean, of course I have.
Oh dear. In any case, don't let our client see you're so nervous. You see the poor young man in the swing is big soda over there? That's our client.
Good morning there, everybody.
Good morning. Try to keep smiling, Mia.
I just wanted to say I'll give it all I've got. Yep, I'll be fine. No prob.
Oh, what's wrong? Do you have a cold or something, Mr. Rye?
Actually, it's right. Like, the Flying Brothers? People screw it up all the time. And yes, I have a cold. That's what this mask is for. Doc says this way, I won't give it to anyone else. Be kind to others, he says.
Right, Mr. Wright. You have nothing to fear in court today.
Remember, we're still amidst a pandemic.
If you are truly innocent, I promise I will save you.
What if I'm not innocent? Can you save me still? Please, let go of my shirt.
That's right, he's the one on trial, not you. He's the one who should be nervous. You just stay strong for your client, Mia.
What the fuck is this outfit?
My name is Mia Fey. I'm still pretty new at this lawyer thing. First time I appeared in court was a year ago. But that trial traumatized me so badly I thought I'd never set foot in another courtroom. It's been 1 year since then, and well, here I am again. But this time I'm going to win. For my client, and for myself.
April 11th, 10 a.m. District Court, Courtroom Number 2.
Is that Winston fucking Payne?
I hope it's Winston fucking Payne.
Court is now in session for the trial.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Prosecute!
Why? You have that hair.
What is with that? You can't go with the pomp and also the balding. You gotta commit. It's penisless Payne. What the fuck was my voice for this guy? One second, everybody.
It was kind of like Skeletor.
Mako said Skeletor. Mako said Skeletor.
I did, yeah.
I'm opening up my previous stream. Okay, playback speed normal. I object! Nothing to do with my non-existent penis, I object!
Does that mean he wants to talk about his non-existent penis?
Yes, it makes him feel more comfortable about it! That's the voice. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor!
The defense today is Miss Mia Fey, was it?
Yes, Your Honor. Is there a problem?
I was under the impression that Marvin Grossberg was to be leading the defense.
Yes. Well, you see, Mr. Grossberg had a bit of an emergency.
Emergency? But isn't that him standing there right next to you?
Fair argument there, me. Can you back it up with a source?
Yes, well...
You're just a rookie. Are you sure you can really handle this?
Don't let him scare you, man. Give him your toughest look. He learned the slam from her. Of course, Your Honor. I think.
Well, Mr. Payne, your opening statement, please.
The check just linked your shirt, which, if I'm reading correctly, says fart bone. Well, if it isn't my I can't believe a veteran like me has to spend time babysitting a new defense lawyer who does not even know about my non-existent penis. Have you seen my hair? Don't worry, little girl. It'll be over soon. Just like my penis.
You kid. How many times? What was that all about? Was he trying to trash talk me? Why the fuck does he keep mentioning his penis?
I'd like to proceed with a summary of events on the day in question. Have you noticed my hair? The incident occurred on the campus of Ivy University. The murder victim was a student named Doug Swallow.
What? That's gay.
What a gay name. What a swallow. He was a fourth-year student studying pharmacology. Doug Swallows.
He was a very bright young man.
Doug Swallows on Pride Month? Yes, well, next we have a photo taken of the scene of the crime. Oh wait, that's a photo of my non-existent penis. Here's a different photo. Students discovered the scene shortly after the murder. They found the victim's body. And the defendant, who had obviously bungled his getaway, then called the police.
Certainly makes the defendant look very suspicious indeed. Very well. The court accepts this photo into the record as evidence.
Crime photo 1. The crime took place behind the Ivy U building. Crime photo 1 of that court record.
By the way, I can't quite tell the cause of death from this photo.
Heart attack. Your reputation for sagacity is well earned, Your Honor. The truth is that this victim died a rather unusual death.
Electrocution.
Unusual like my lack of penis.
Okay, you're dating a dead horse. It's been dead for a while now.
Yes.
An unusual death?
What do you mean, Mr. Payne?
Well, perhaps the defense would like to take this question.
Huh?
A simple question. I thought I might loosen you up a bit. I'm a genteel man, if you will.
A what? Stand up to him, Mia. Show him what you're made of.
Ah, perfect opportunity. What was it? Because, go on. Please say you know at least this much.
I'm so sorry. I didn't get a chance to read through the whole file.
You didn't read through the whole file. I feel like this would be at the top of the file, honestly.
Hemorrhoids were getting darked up.
Don't talk about your hemorrhoids.
You really shouldn't.
Now see here. The details of the case are found in the court record. But you knew that already, didn't you?
The court record. I think I can see that by pressing tab.
Attorney's badge. Prove my profession. The first and last time I wore it was a year ago. Doug's autopsy report. Date and time of death. 4/9 at 3 p.m. Cause of death was a fatal electric shock. From photo 1. Marvin Grossberg, age 61. My superior and the head of Grossberg Law Offices. Phoenix Wright, age 21. My client, a third-year art student at Ivy University. He currently has a cold.
Huh.
Doug Swallow, age 22. The victim, he was a fourth-year pharmacology student at Ivy University. Dahlia Hawthorne, age 20. Phoenix Wright's girlfriend, dated the victim Doug Swallow up until 8 months ago. Winston Payne, age 49. The prosecutor for this trial, a veteran lawyer with a little too much confidence.
Why does his mouth look like that?
Because he's confident.
All of the weapons we need can be found in the court record. Take a good hard look at the data there and think carefully before you answer me there.
Yes, sir. I'll do just that. Got to stay calm. Can't let that prosecutor get the better of me. Court record. Okay, let's take a look. Just press tab here. I just pressed.
Excuse me, young lady down there, what are you doing? Why are you sticking your finger in front of the air repeatedly?
Just trying to press tab.
Now then, will the attorney for the defense please answer the question? What was the cause of death?
Hypothermia. Catface is the emoticon of confidence, Mako. Art student Phoenix would be worse. Hey look, he's pretty good at drawing conclusions. Okay.
According to the court record, it was a fatal electric shock. In other words, electrocution.
Electrocution? How could such a thing happen?
For the record, chat, electrocuted means you explicitly died from it. If you just got shocked, you just got shocked. If it's only when you die is it electrocution.
Yeah, no one uses it like that.
Yeah, because it's a portmanteau of the words electricity and execution.
The murderer used some type of new, super powerful stun gun, perhaps.
Penn says, what if I live because of electricity? That's called defibrillation. The answer to that will become crystal clear as I look into my crystal ball as the trial proceeds, Your Honor.
Okay, I thought you were gonna...
But before that, there was one more vital issue. Have you seen my hair?
What's that?
My motive, of course. Look at me flick my hair. Apparently, there was bad blood between the victim and the defendant.
Bad blood?
What do you mean?
Oopsie! I'm terribly sorry. Penn says, I'm willing to bet good money that he asks all his sexual partners to suck his pompadour. Don't say that. He has to make up for his non-existent penis that people need to suck the pomp.
That would make sense that he has that there, then, yeah. That's why.
You're the defense attorney! You must know all about it! I shouldn't be stealing your spotlight like this!
I don't like this guy's smug attitude.
That's Winston Payne for you. He's one smooth operator if you catch my drift.
It's funny because we know he's a nervous wreck later on.
They don't call him the rookie killer for nothing, you know. Now then, let's hear from the defense. What was the source of the bad blood between the victim and the defendant? And this time, I would like to see some supporting evidence.
Evidence?
Oh, no need to get all worked up over this. As I said, all weapons can be found on the record. When evidence shoot it over his face.
Yes, sir. Into Graveyard's face.
Mr. Grossberg.
New game Mako immediately forced the voice protagonist for a case. Hey, at least it lined up in such a way as to where it's the prosecutor is the one prosecutor that Avery voices. It's actually quite fortunate.
Try to set a better example for the young lady. Yeah, evidence isn't the only thing in the court record. People's profiles are as well. You can toggle between profiles and evidence with tab. Be sure to go over it all. Now then, let's see what you got.
I'm trying to distinguish these two voices because they are very similar. I'm trying to...
Now then, let's see what you've got. What was the cause of the bad blood?
It was Dahlia Hawthorne. That's what you sound like?
Take that! Take that!
You sound 12!
The reason for the bad blood between the two of them was this woman here.
Dahlia Hawthorne, is it?
Very good, Mrs. Fair. You seem to have picked up on that, at least this much. This woman is the girlfriend of the defendant, Phoenix Wright. Unlike my Phoenix.
I also expected Mia's voice to be a bit deeper, yeah.
But up until about 8 months ago, she was the victim of She was with the victim, Mr. Swallow, which I make people do to my pompadour.
I didn't, the fuck was I about to say? How dare you ruin my train of thought? But I also didn't expect Francisca Von Karma to sound like a blonde American Californian. I guess American Californian is a little redundant.
No, California is different than America. You got that right. If they got different elements, they get to be different places.
Clearly, she has some part to play in this story.
Believe it or not, Chad, I actually like doing the old man voices better than Mia. I don't know why.
Oh, he's done it again. Before the cross-examination starts, he's already got the judge thinking like he wants. Very well, Mr. Payne. Please call your first witness.
If it pleases the court, the prosecution would like to call Mr. Phoenix Wright.
What? The defendant himself? Well, Miss Faye.
It's fine. After all, Mr. Wright is innocent, right? The defense has no objection.
Very well. Court allows cause this to stand.
For the record, chat, I've already solved the case.
Yeah, I'm assuming the power line just went out or something.
Yeah, it's quite obvious. For whatever reason, the power line swung down, the guy was holding an umbrella, the electricity hit the umbrella, causing him to suffer a fatal electric shock as a sort of like a lightning rod connection, and they're going to point out that Phoenix Wright could not have had the umbrella because he's sick, because he was in the rain.
Oh my god, are they gonna try to say that... Man... Does Japan still believe that that's how being sick, getting sick works? That you're out in the cold, in the rain?
Oh, yeah, that was probably still a tall tale at this point. Being wet or cold does not increase your chances of getting sick, everybody. That's just a one for you.
Witness,
I mean,
please.
if anything, microscopic organisms tend to thrive better in warmer water and stuff, don't they?
Yeah, things prefer being places that are warm and wet. You're more likely to get an illness at a pool.
Witness, please state your name and occupation.
Yes, my name is, Phoenix Wright. My job is, well, right now I guess I'm a suspect.
My job is suspect.
No, he means what you did before you were arrested.
Oh! I was a university student.
Mr. Wright! You understand that you are suspected of the death of your fellow student, Doug Swamp.
But I didn't do it! I'm innocent, I tell ya! I'm telling you, I was...
Should the defendant please refrain from passing on his code to the rest of us?
It seems the witness has something he wants to say.
Well then, Mr. Wright. Please tell us about your relation to the victim.
Right away, Your Honor. The victim and I. Witness testimony. I admit I was there, but I'm not a killer. All I did was find his body. I hardly knew the guy to begin with. I never even talked to that stuck-up British wannabe. Oh
Who the
no,
fuck wants to be
they're a
British?
teaboo!
I see. So you hardly knew the victim?
Right, like I said, I'm not a killer.
One sec.
Take your time, why don't you?
Whew. Looks like the judge understands.
You're being naive, you know. Too naive.
Is somebody knocking?
Let me make sure it doesn't. Hang on a second.
Take your time. So, chat, how's it going on with y'all? We, having a good time? Having a good time, having a good time. People are sending me things. When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie. That's amore! Thank you for showing me a picture of a video of a duck. Much appreciated. Take your time. We're in the courtroom with Mr. Grossberg. We're gonna soon. Titanic iceberg. Winston Payne's got a pompadour. I'm gonna deck him to the floor. Gonna prove right innocent. Abraham Lincoln's on the scent. We are playing as Maya Fey. It is Pride Month. Time for gay. I'm a lawyer and I'm here to say skibadoo, skibaday. Why do you pronounce Mia like Maya? Because I constantly forget which one I'm pronouncing that way. Must feed Creed to the layak. What is a layak? Don't you mean skibbity? My name is Creed, and I'm here to say that we are playing as Maya Fey. We're gonna solve this crime today and get the court to go our way. We're here with Grossberg on our team. He makes noises that make you scream. Our enemy is Winston Payne. He has no penis gains. Anyway.
There's apparently work being done on my roof. Anyway.
Why?
Naive, you know. Too naive.
Huh?
It seems that you've forgotten one small thing, young lady.
And that would be...
This witness still has to undergo something called cross-examination.
Oh my god.
My stomach hurts.
What, from doing that?
No, from not eating.
You know what? Same. We should have done that before the stream.
We should have eaten.
I didn't realize you also hadn't eaten.
I was drawing a thumbnail.
Cross-examination? Well, yeah, but the whole morning also happened.
He's right, and it's the defense's duty to carry out the cross-examination. Purpose is to determine the witness' testimony contains any contradictions.
Why didn't you eat while you were drawing? How many hands do you think I have?
Yeah, what? It'd be better to do it before or after, so you're not trying to do two things at once. Contradictions?
Remember, chat, between creative mannequins, there's a total of 2 brain cells, and they're both fighting for 3rd place. Somebody strike down Penrose with the might of Zeus.
The witness is lying. That statement will conflict the court record.
I'm glad you like the thumbnail, Salt. I put a lot of effort into that. I drew it today. I didn't want to just do another pose of me behind the desk pointing in just slightly different art. And so I was like, what if I was on top of the desk? And I was like, what if I was in that sort of pose that's a little bit like a draw me like one of your French girls, a little rules card cool shop from Deltarune, just pointing like that. I think that really improved it. And the small Mako glaring at me for doing as such.
I think it's called Hip Shop.
Hip shop.
But Mr. Wright is my client.
Chevron says, throws coffee and mug at Creed. I catch it perfectly in my mouth.
Even if he is your client in court, all lies must be struck down. As lawyer, it's your duty, you see.
What does he mean by that? Is he saying that testimony just now? That there was a lie? A contradiction?
Now then, your cross-examination, if you please, Miss Fay.
Penrose throws a laundry basket at Creed. I catch it perfectly in my mouth.
Please, Mr. Wright, tell me you haven't been lying. You wouldn't do that to me, would you?
What? Fair. Time to press information.
When you say there, you mean the place where the victim was murdered? Is the Mako actually smaller or crouching, huh?
The Mako is sort of crouched behind the table, I think, just kind of peering up.
Oh.
Given that the prior one was him slumped on the table, clearly he is slumped off of the table at this point.
I will say, I think you drew yourself really good, but I feel like...
Oh, I drew you in like
bangs-
12 seconds.
Okay, yeah, I feel like my bangs start.
I
a little too high
intentionally
up.
drew you as poorly as possible to exemplify how scrungled you are about my actions.
Okay, I didn't want to be mean because I was like, when I saw it, I was like, hang on, why do I look so much worse than them in like multiple ways? But I didn't realize that was on purpose.
Yes, it is on purpose. You are being stylized for artistic benefit.
I feel like it's not bad enough to make it obvious that it's on purpose is the thing.
Okay, after stream I'll make it worse.
Alright.
Yeah, there's sort of. The place where something happened anyway.
Something?
It really does sound like that, that's right.
You can't hide what happened. We have photographic evidence.
Anyway, Mr. Wright.
Slumped off is questionable when Kretus quite clearly pushed the slump Mako off the court desk table. Yeah, just shoved you off, that's why you're grumpy.
What were you doing at the scene of the crime? How would you manage to shove me anywhere?
Don't underestimate my power.
I thought you said you didn't know the victim, Mr. Swallow.
It was just a coincidence. We bumped into each other by accident.
A coincidence, huh?
You say you found the body. Oh, sorry, I'm so used to being the person.
Yeah, you just were that person.
I know.
You say you found the body. So who called the police?
Unfortunately, that was some other students that notified the police. Through my crystal ball, they summoned the Eagles to come send a message to the police forces, who arrived upon horseback in a fortnight.
Other students?
That's correct! A fortnight! Not like the measurement of time, but the video game! They came via the video game! I'm a Fortnite Battle Royale expert! I guess the winner chicken dinner! They were witnesses!
His suit is kind of creeper. He actually has the exact same suit that I gave to a character for my visual novel. And it's like,
oh yeah,
weirding me out because he looks nothing like Winston Payne.
They're clearly related by suit. They go to the same tailor. That character is alright. I like that character.
Wait, no, it doesn't look
sense.
exactly the same. He has a fucking sweater vest. Why did I think he has a red tie but a green sweater vest? That's right.
Yeah, but it's close enough. Same vibe.
Witnesses who saw the defendant standing there next to the body, in shock.
No, Winston. The other body was in shock. Get it? Because they were electrocuted. I'm funny.
What? Is this true, Mr. Wright?
Could you stop sneezing every time you're in a bind?
Well, it's true that I was pretty shocked when I found the body, and they were a lot more shocked than I was, but I knew they were gonna be alive.
So, you didn't know his face or even his name, right?
Right, well, no, that is, I mean...
So, which is it? Did you know him or not?
Now see here! You can't avoid answering the question by sneezing all day.
Well, I guess I did know his name. You know, I gotta admit, it is definitely a shock to see Phoenix's fashion sense, because presumably he wears the suit because of his job, because, you know, you have to wear a suit in court.
Is this just how he dresses normally?
Does he just dress like this? Is he kind of a weirdo? Go to the basement. Puts you in a basement with a demon core for entertainment. I bite it.
News to me? Why didn't he tell me that before?
I don't think you have any DNA to randomize, do you?
No.
Yeah, like all the radiation would do is like bump into various pieces of their fabric and stuffing.
Like, it might make some plastic melt and some metal get hot, but other than that... I heard he used to date Dolly.
It's still so fucking crazy and cool to me that radiation literally randomizes your DNA, and that's what causes all your body parts to, like, just fuck up in crazy ways.
Yeah, it turns out a really tiny bullet can do some damage to your really tiny instructions.
It's all physical. It's all physical. You are physical. You are mechanical.
It's physical. It's like standing at the edge. Your blood starts to pump because you're worried you might jump.
Who is this Dolly person?
Ah, yes. That would be the defendant's lover, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne.
Oh, I see. Ah, young love. So bittersweet.
Is there something up with my tracking? Why am I... It keeps, like, adjusting me to look to the left. Why is that? Okay. Face the camera. A, B, C, D... E, ooh,
Yeah, it's
ow,
radiation literally corrupts you like you could corrupt video game code.
Oh, wow. Ekum bokum. Skibbity. Sibilance. Why is... E.
You okay?
I'm trying to make my mouth make other shapes, but it keeps just making the regular open shape. I want it to go...
You have to redo the, Actually, wait, no. That's for expressions. Yeah, why would it not be detecting that properly? Is it using the right microphone?
Is it not using the right microphone? Is that a thing? Microphone USB camera. No, I want you to use...
That's not the right mic. Isn't at the top there a HyperX?
Hello. Wow. Wow, my mouth is tracking me a lot better now. No, again, nobody ever tells me these things!
How long has it been like that? I mean, I didn't even notice.
I would assume for ages at this point. My mouth now actually follows what noises my mouth is making.
Well, how long do you think that's been going on? Because you just now only noticed it.
Maybe a year for all I know.
Oh my god. See, this is why it's good to, like, look at your own stream every now and then, like, even just for, like, 1 minute.
Like, I keep realizing, like, things that are wrong with my stream, like the fact I was, like, in the wrong quality, I was streaming at the wrong bitrate, apparently my mouth was not tracking properly, I did the hair backwards on my now screen.
Do you have your OBS window visible at all times so you can monitor what your stream looks like? Then how did you never notice?
Because I don't look at you. Because I don't look at myself when I'm talking normally, because I'm reading something on screen.
But like, man.
Like, that's sort of why I noticed it. I looked over and I was like,
that.
I noticed that my mouth was not, like, elongating, and I was like, that's odd. You know, I wonder if the true answer is I'm on medication that makes me more focused, and I can notice shit now. It's not, information is not glazing over.
Yeah, I think the reason I and other audience members didn't mention anything was because, like, we don't know what it was supposed to look like.
Yeah,
we didn't realize that it wasn't supposed to look like that.
Fair enough. Well, now, look! I'm improved! Yeah, my mouth is now actually moving to the noises I make!
Yeah, it does look better, doesn't it?
Yeah, infinitely better when I'm actually making the correct noises. What? Anyways. Did you read this?
Yeah, I can't wait for you to have the proper face tracking. Like, you finally fixed this just in time for it to, well, hopefully just in time for it to become irrelevant soon.
But that's all I knew about him! What do you mean by British?
Mr. 8, you stated the following in your testimony. I hardly knew the guy to begin with.
That's right. I mean, why would I even...
But that doesn't sound right. If you hardly knew him, then why would you say that the victim was a stuck-up British wannabe?
That's an incredibly valid point. I mean, like, if you know about the person, maybe. Chat, please forgive the knocking sounds in the back of Mako's mic.
You don't have to forgive. It's okay. It's not my stream.
Yeah, it's mine!
Well, Mr. Wright, why does her eye look so weird there?
No, it wasn't me. I'm not a killer, I swear.
Mr. Wright, I will give you an opportunity to revise your testimony. How is it that you knew the victim was, as you put it, a British wannabe?
Yes, well... He was always walking around with a huge Union Jack on the back of his shirt. A Union back on the jack of his shirt.
Did you see it at the crime scene? The Union Jack, I mean.
Yes, that's right. I saw it at the crime scene. I'm not lying. There definitely isn't photographic evidence proving for a fact that that is not what he had on. Anyways. That's why I figured he must love British stuff, see? It's true. Cross my heart. That's on my shirt. I swear I didn't do it. I gotta respect a sweater with a heart on it, though.
He's acting fishier than the salmon I ate last night. Jizzy, why is her isn't her eye, like, too far up on her? Something looks really
yeah, it's a little bit. Like, it's a little bit off of where it should be, I think.
Leonard's whole head is just too tall.
And here we thought this was a Mako PingTuber channel. Make it for salmon fan. What do you mean? Oh yeah, salmon. Okay, yeah, I like salmon.
What do you mean?
May I ask you something, Miss Faye?
Yes, Your Honor. What is it now?
Who is this person anyway? This Union Jack fellow?
I only know this because my commissioner told me that they wanted a Union Jack on that teacup, and I had to look up what that was. So I actually just found this out, like, this week.
Mako, I'm not going to be disappointed in you. It, as known, like from that one XK CD, that every day, 10,000 people are discovering something for the first time, which you assume is common knowledge. Like the fact that the British flag is called the Union Jack. So...
Thank you.
I am not disappointed in you for not knowing that. I'm just surprised that you don't know that. I thought that one was a pretty well-known thing, though I guess not everybody knows the names of cultural things like that.
I'm American.
What's the name of our flag?
The Stars and Stripes? Star Speckled Banner?
Those are all valid names for it. Old Glory is another one.
Oh, I see. So you mean like the Stars and Stripes, right?
Hey, I was right.
Yep, that is the one.
As usual, Your Honor. Your sight astounds me. Your insight astounds me.
Hey, something just occurred to me.
Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. While I'm not like a patriot, I'm not overly connected to the Americana as some people are. I did grow up listening to country music because my mom was a huge fan of it, so we would always listen to that on the radio while driving. And so a couple really patriotic songs are in my memory banks as kind of a banger. And that's from one of those is where I know Old Glory. When you see Old Glory flying, there's a lot of men dead. So you can sleep in peace at night when you lay down your head. My dad is hurting. Go on.
There are 2 country songs I like. Black Water. Oh, black water, keep on rolling. Moon water, keep on shining on me. And that one song that Boomhauer sang in that one King of the Hill episode, but only Boomhauer's version.
Blue moon of Kentucky, keep on shining.
I just got a text from my dad asking, am I awake? Yes?
Ideally, yeah. Are you gonna get conscripted to do some bullshit in the middle of
I
the
think he
stream?
might be attempting to conscript me to something. I'll have to see.
Shine on the one that's gonna make you blue. Blue moon of Kentucky, keep on shining. Shine on the one that's gonna say goodbye.
Yeah, he wants me to. He asked me the other day about it, and I need to pick up a car from a workshop. Just need to figure out how long and when. You do know, tell me. Right, let's go. Look at this inscription stream. I don't think either of us would benefit from that on account that one of us has played the game, right?
Yeah.
And I have seen the game.
Isn't there something strange about this bit just now?
Yeah, there's a contradiction here.
Mr. Grossberg.
Okay, now. What happened to something?
Chef, I never played the game. I just know the game.
Okay, yeah, check the...
Actually, did you watch me play it?
Yeah, I believe I watched you play it some. I don't really think I watched you play all of it.
Well, my dear, do you think you can manage on your own at this point?
Do we think we can handle it?
Yeah.
1 year ago,
Who's
I was in
there?
the courtroom just like this. I can do it. I can handle this myself.
Hey, Mako. Knock, knock.
But
Knock, knock.
yeah,
Knock, knock.
who's the fuck is there?
Banana.
Okay.
Mustn't try to get off the control me.
Sorry, what was that?
I'll be fine. I know what I have to do.
Remember, you can always present your information. And one more thing. You're going to state a contradiction. Make sure you present some definitive proof.
Okay, one more time from the very beginning of this testimony. Did you see it at the crime scene? The Union Jack, I mean.
Yes, that's right. I saw it at the crime scene. That's why I figured he must love British stuff, see? It's true, cross my heart. I swear I didn't do it.
He's acting fishier than salmon.
Okay, so that just loops me.
Show the photo, right?
Yeah. I just didn't know if we actually pressed this. Okay, so present.
Objection! Are you certain you saw the Union Jack?
Yeah, I'm sure. It was right there on his back.
Miss Faye, is there some point to this line of questioning?
Your Honor, please take another look at the crime scene photo. As you can see, there's absolutely nothing on the victim's back.
Hey, wait a minute! He's wearing a leather jacket! Union Jack was on the back of the t-shirt he was wearing. Then how'd you see it?
I was under the impression that you accidentally came across the body. But if that was really the case, then you wouldn't know that, would you?
Maybe I lifted up his jacket, you don't know me.
You'd have no idea at all what he was wearing underneath that jacket.
You cannot prove I did not tamper with evidence.
This song's very boopin', but like,
Yeah, this music's a lot more
Seth.
boopin'.
if this is supposed to be the like pursuit, it's too subdued for that. Unless it's just still getting up.
Mr. Wright, you've been lying to me.
Please forgive me. Wah!
Yeah, you've made our client cry!
Let him! That P on his chest doesn't stand for Phoenix anyways. I can't believe I trusted him. Mr. Wright was all wrong.
Wait, the P on his chest doesn't stand for Phoenix?
Stands for Phoenix.
What does the P stand for? That was an impressive bit of cross-examination. The P stands for pain. Thank you for uncovering the defendant's lies for me. I could not even see them through my crystal ball upon the top of my wizard tower.
Have you been texted anymore?
No. They said that they would prefer it to be after dark and that they don't know how long it will be. And I said, okay, when you do know, tell me.
Okay.
It's quite clear that this man did not simply stumble upon the scene of the crime.
Oh, did I go too far?
Knock knock. Knock knock.
Play it with chat, I don't feel like it.
Knock knock. Knock knock. I'll sit here all day. Knock knock.
Who's there?
Banana.
By the way, Mr. Wright, you seem to have a rather bad cold. Have you taken any medicine for it? I've heard you can cure illnesses by suckling upon a wizard's pompadour.
That came out of nowhere.
What?
Just apparently he's a wizard now.
Yeah, obviously! He's a wizard! He has magical powers! If people could be ghosts and mediums, Winston Payne could be a wizard. I heard, yeah, I took some, but...
Was the medication you took an over-counter man called Cold Killer X, and not Wizard Pompadour Extract.
And did you down half the bottle to Robotrip?
Yeah, that's right. It kills colds good. Hey, wait a second. How'd you know I'm a big fan of Cold Killer X? I'm a big fan of this medication.
Would you happen to have that medicine with you right now? I feel like getting a little funky wonky during this trial.
Chad, do not swallow half a bottle's worth of dextromethorphan. That is too much dextromethorphan.
I'm preparing to hit the elusive 5th plateau, exclusive to wizards!
Okay, so there is a 5th plateau. It's called Plateau Sigma, and you have to do like a stupid amount and then do another amount at like a weird time during it, and everyone says it's absolutely fucking horrible.
I'm a Sigma male, don't you know? A Sigma wizard!
Well, actually, I seem to have lost it somewhere. It's not gonna be on the body or something.
You lost it? Does this even have anything to do with the case?
That's right!
Sigma, more like Sigma nuts. Sigma, more like Sigma balls.
Shall I tell you where your cold medicine is right now? You'd be surprised. It's not up my ass. That's how you reach the elusive wizard, dear. The wizard plateau.
Just press the button.
Your Honor, I'd like you to take a look at another photo of my non-existent penis. And also the crime scene.
What's this? In the victim's hand, it's Cold Killer X.
Yes, but even I've got a bottle of Cold Killer X in my apartment.
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid that argument won't work. You cannot counter through my abjuration spells. There's no doubt as to who this bottle of Cold Killer X belongs to. I have scryed upon it with my crystal ball, and have surmised it belongs to that man. Especially since Mr. Wright's fingerprints are all over it. Less reliable than divination magic, but also a factor.
Check this. What? Check this. This bit is like when you're playing Wii Sports Golf and you hit the ball too hard, so the meter gets all red and wonky and goes off course and you miss. Yeah.
Sensing his murderous intent, Mr. Swallow must have picked up the bottle of medicine. Dropped by Mr. Wright and hid it in his hand. Cloistered away by magic illusions. His purpose in doing so can only be to identify his killer as Phoenix Wright.
Mia is definitely like a warlock of some kind, but you know, she could just be a level 1 at this point.
Order! Order in the court!
Creme brulee.
I mean, level 5 wizard will beat the shit out of a level 1 warlock.
Your Honor, I'd like to present this photo and bottle as evidence.
Very well. The court will accept them into the record.
Crime photo 2. The victim's watch stopped at the time of death. Cold Killer X. Found clutched in the victim's hand, covered in Wright's fingerprints.
Also, the victim's wristwatch was broken. A thing that seems to happen every time someone is murdered wearing a wristwatch.
Broken?
Yes, it ceased functioning as when a large wave of electricity passed through it. This is why I prefer to take time via my divination magic. By summoning the magic ley lines aligned with my pompadour, I can tell the exact chronological space in the universe. Well, Mr. Wright, do you have some kind of explanation for all of this?
This is really bad.
Oh my god! More.
Shut up! What really happened?
What really happened?
The truth is, I went because he called me. He was in the pharmacology department, so he agreed to meet at 2:45 behind that building. We talked for a bit, and then at around 3 o'clock, we split up. Then later, when I went back and found him lying there...
Plot twist, Phoenix was meeting him so that he could smuggle him some codeine.
I've been taking Cold Killer X for the last 2 or 3 days. I lost my bottle around the lunchtime on the day of the accident.
Mr. Wright, it's completely different from the testimony you gave previously.
Man, it's amazing how much this trial makes you, like, hate Phoenix.
I mean, he's still... This is before he, you know, gets a sense of justice and such. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I was afraid that you wouldn't believe the truth.
You'll forgive me if I say I hardly find your current testimony any more credible.
I'm creditable.
Miss Faye, please begin your cross-examination.
Oh, please, Mr. Wright, don't tell any more lies.
I gotta tell you, for how taxing, like, Pearl's voice and such is on the throat, and that one voice from the alligator game, Winston Payne's voice is the most taxing on my face. Like, I need to exaggerate my expression so much just to have the energy of what I'm trying to say.
So it's not the throat, it's the face muscles.
Yeah, because, like, it's not easy to tell since I'm not, like, obviously visually visible, but I move my entire body, I do hand gestures, I scrunch and twist my face in ways to get whatever vibe I'm trying to go for to make sure the voice gets through properly.
We gotta get you a better face tracking.
Had you ever met the victim before then?
No, never. But that day, he called me up and told me he wanted to talk about Dolly.
And this Dolly person is...
My, it's kind of embarrassing. She's my, sweetheart.
What's that for, yeah?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I just felt like slapping something all of a sudden.
What?
Dahlia Hawthorne was also the victim lover of the murder victim Doug Swallow. Before she met Mr. Wright, that is.
So it was one of those nasty love triangles, I say.
Was it Mr. Swallow who indicated you should meet at 2:45?
Yeah, and we're both there right on time.
So the victim was in the pharmacology department, correct?
Yeah, he was learning how to manufacture and improve pharmaceuticals. Everyone called him the alchemist of IVU.
An alchemist, I see.
Gotta admit, I was a little suspicious. He had a whole laboratory and everything. It was filled with chemicals and strange machines that run on high voltage electricity.
Oh, how fascinating. Sounds like he was quite an ambitious young man.
What do I do? Maybe I should ask him for some more details?
So let's learn about the timing. So you're absolutely
So you're
certain...
absolutely
Oh.
certain that you met at 2:45?
Yeah, pretty sure that's the time class ends. They're always doing experiments, so it doesn't matter much.
Experiments?
Yeah, those pharmacology guys are always in the lab whipping up something. They'll let them just do whatever they want, I guess.
Oh, looks like he's right about the time anyway.
Witness, let's go on with your testimony.
About the pharmacology department.
I was wondering if you could tell us a bit more about the pharmacology department.
Okay, sure. I don't know all that much, though.
A little bit earlier in your testimony, you said something interesting. You said the department uses strange machines that run on high voltage electricity.
That's right, and they sure look dangerous. They use non-standard voltages, so there are high voltage cables everywhere.
High voltage cables?
Yeah, there were electrical poles set up all around the building. The high voltage cables run overhead around the roof.
Finally, I think we're getting somewhere. So what was it you were talking about?
You know... Maybe we should hang out again sometime?
Hang out again sometime? I wish that were true. So you say you went back?
Yeah, that's when I found the body.
Yes, but why did you go back in the first place? Weren't you angry with him?
Well, that's right, I was.
Then why, Mr. Ray? Why did you go back there?
I thought maybe we could make up?
Judging by the atmosphere, I'm pretty sure no one is buying this. It's rather unusual to catch a cold this time of the year, isn't it?
Yeah, I was getting a little careless when the weather starts to warm up. Really shouldn't sleep with the window open this early in the spring, huh?
I suppose common sense is not always common.
Like knowing the Union Jack.
So, did anyone else know that you were taking cold medicine?
Well, I always took one after meals, and then 4 later in the evening. So I'm pretty sure all my friends knew about it. I'm an art major. Of course I'm addicted to drugs.
Yeah. You don't want to be addicted to DXM, that can give you depression. On the day of the incident, what did you do for lunch?
Well, what does that have to do with anything?
You can never be too sure.
I always eat with Dolly, just the two of us. Dolly's homemade lunches are the greatest. Mini omelets are magically delicious. They're magically delicious!
Yacht! Where did you punch me in the jaw?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I just felt like hurting someone all of a sudden. What?
Assaulting.
Wait, why did she do that? I kind of missed something.
Whenever he talks about his girlfriend and loving his girlfriend, she attacks Grossberg.
Oh.
I think that's enough for now. So the defendant and the victim met at approximately the time of his death. And then the defendant returned to the scene for some unknown reason.
I'm not entirely convinced by his explanation about the medicine bottle either.
What's with women assassinating everyone in these games? Yeah, I don't know, man.
Let me be frank here, Mr. Wright.
I thought you were the judge.
The testimony cannot be trusted.
What do you mean?
Yeah, what do you mean? You've never done this with any other witness, even after they've lied like 11 times in a row?
I think it's because they're the accused, and they almost never bring the accused out to the stand.
I knew it was too much work for a little girl against a powerful wizard. Case and all.
Oh, yeah, that's the wrong voice.
However, there is one mystery that still remains.
There is, Your Honor.
How the murder was carried out, of course. Just how was the victim electrocuted? I don't believe the murder weapon has been produced yet, correct?
Well, that is... you are correct, Your Honor.
So how exactly was Mr. Swallow killed? If I could somehow establish how it was done, maybe I could still come out of this mess smelling like a rose.
Establish murder method.
Your Honor?
Yes, Miss Fay.
I believe that if we were to piece together everything we've heard up until now, we should be able to solve the mystery of how Mr. Swallow died.
That would be most impressive.
Quite the brash statement coming from a rookie warlock against a powerful wizard of the 5th level. But even a beginner like you must understand the basic rules of court. Yes. An attorney must be able to substantiate their arguments with evidence.
Of course I know that. Actually, I had totally forgotten about that.
What do you mean?
You know, I'm starting to see where Phoenix got it from.
She's dumber than Phoenix.
Now then, Miss Fay, let me see what you've got.
Show me what you got. I'm sorry for that.
I don't know what that means.
Show me how you believe the victim was electrocuted.
I wonder.
I fucking wonder. As for the cause of death, I'd say this picture captures it quite well.
What? But there's nothing that even remotely resembles a murder weapon here. Absolutely nothing. Nope, nowhere. I'm afraid the defense is going to have to explain this in a bit more detail. Miss Fay, where exactly in this photo is the murder weapon?
Right here. You saying the umbrella?
No. Why is your mouse doing that?
Because my controller's plugged in and it's leaning.
Well, naturally, it's right here.
That's... What is that?
A severed electrical cable, I believe, Your Honor. Remember the testimony we've heard. The machines that pharmacology students use in their experiments require high voltage. And because of that, there are special high voltage cables strung up everywhere.
So then, the high voltage cable.
Yes, the high voltage cable is the cause of death. That is the most likely explanation.
That certainly sounds plausible. Well, Mr. Payne, what do you have to say about this?
Well, I believe some praise is in order.
Don't toy with me, old man.
You got me, wizard! Now, the victim's cause of death may indeed have been a high-voltage cable. However, I want you to think about what that really implies. The only one who had an opportunity to use the cable as a murder weapon was... the defendant. As you...
That much is certainly true.
Yes, and that's not all. We have proof. Irrefutable proof that will establish Mr. Wright was the murderer.
You do? Well, what is it?
I don't know. His fingerprints.
Fingerprints? You mean that the defendant's fingerprints were on something besides the medicine bottle?
Let's take a look at the crime scene photo. As you can see, the victim is wearing a leather jacket. As you may know, leather holds fingerprints quite well.
Ah, you mean...
Yes, it was quite clearly imprinted on the chest of the victim's jacket. The palm print of the defendant's very own hand.
What?
Just wouldn't the wire kill him too since it's a live wire? Do you think grabbing a wire causes you to get electrocuted by it? What do you think the black casing around it's for? You can grab a power line. You shouldn't. It's dangerous. But you can technically grab it as long as you're not near anything else conductive. Your body will make the jump if it... The electricity will make the jump through your body if it can. But if you just grab it, you're fine. Besides, it's not the volts that kill you, it's the amps.
I can only think of one way Mr. Wright could have left a print like that. Intent on murder, he squarely pushed the victim toward the severed electrical cable, and/or called down a lightning bolt like I would.
Order! 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 That's enough!
Turkish delight.
I think we can conclude that there is no reason to continue with this cross-examination. Stick a fork in us, we're done!
Mr. Grossberg.
Hemorrhoids never lie. The show is over, Mia.
Please never say that sentence again.
I'm just taking a screenshot of that one.
My hemorrhoids never lie.
I knew the boy was guilty the first time I saw him.
No, you're wrong. Mr. Wright is innocent.
No further evidence is required to convince me of this man's guilt.
Your Honor?
At this time, I am prepared to render a verdict in this case. Do you have something further to add, Miss Fay?
Is this what you want, Mr. Wright? You still haven't told us the truth. The whole truth. If you don't say something now, the judge is going to hand down his verdict.
But I can't. I just can't say it. I told you what really happened, then I'd be...
It's okay, Mr. Wright. I'm your attorney. You can trust me.
Miss Fay?
No matter what it is you have to say, I believe in you, and I'll represent you to the very end.
We've already established the defendant's guilt! There's no further need for him to say anything.
Wait a minute.
Mr. Wright,
I'll tell you what really happened.
But I've already told you, Mr. Wright. There's no need for further.
I did it. I admit it. I pushed him. It's my fault. My fault that Doug Swallow is dead.
Girl, you should have seen him more.
Hey, it's none of your business.
Telling you, you're safe. You're serious with me, bad news.
You're lying.
Just listen to me. There's something you need to know about that girl.
Stop it! Shut up with that British accent! Don't talk about her like that!
His suit is so crumpled.
What you just said, was that the truth?
Yes, I was afraid that if I told the truth, everyone would think I was the murderer for sure.
Well, as things currently stand, we're all absolutely convinced you are.
Please! Please give me one more chance to explain. This time I swear I'll tell the whole truth. It'll be okay. Want it, Miss Fay? I believe in you.
oh, thank you. I still can't believe it.
You really did push the victim.
Feels like my hemorrhoids are doing the...
And do the Harlem Shake. When did this game come out?
2004. What do you mean? Was that wasn't fuck... Huh?
How do you know when this game came out, Mako?
Because it says so under the Steam, not the Steam, the stream description. 2004. Yeah, what does this mean?
This game wasn't adapted until the 10s.
10s.
I see.
Okay, it came out in Japan in 2004. Alright.
And do the Harlem Shake. At least they gave us a nice topical thing that is a lasting bit of information.
Absolutely fucking horrendous.
When I pushed the victim.
That guy, he was talking bad about Dolly. I lost my temper and gave him a shove.
So does this game take place around the time the Harlem Shake was the thing?
It would have to for that line to make sense. At that moment, I heard some kind of loud noise. A little while after I left, I started to get worried. That's why they should not, when you're adapting something, don't make topical references. Like, everything in this thing is like made up, or at least a vague illusion. Yeah, but Fresh Prince of Bel-Air was like 20 years ago.
Yeah, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air was much older. Came out before this.
Chev, the Harlem Shake was invented in 2024. So I went back, but he was just lying there, dead.
Oh, it's from 81? Okay, maybe that was already in the game then, I don't know.
Next, you're gonna tell me that the hit song "Someone That I Used to Know" is based off of a soundtrack of Seville from the 1980s.
Well, the explanation is really quite simple. When you pushed him, Mr. Swallow flew back and touched the electrical cable. He died from the shock, and that, as they say, is that.
Simple explanation indeed.
At the time of the incident, light rain had been falling due to me casting a weather spell across town. Wet from the rain, the victim was more easily electrocuted.
But when I pushed him, there weren't any electrical cables nearby. If there had been something like that, even I would have noticed it. Yeah, are you two, like, presuming that they had this conversation 2 feet from a live wire dangling?
That's true. Even a doofus like him couldn't miss that.
You call me a doofus in your brain?
Miss Faye. Let me warn you right now that if your cross-examination doesn't yield any new facts, I intend to deliver my verdict without further delay. Are we clear on that?
Yes.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes. Shut up. I will continue to do this for this trial.
Don't give up, Mia. If he is innocent, there must be some kind of evidence somewhere that will prove it.
When I pushed the victim.
So what kinds of things did this child say to you?
He said all sorts of terrible things about Dolly. Said that she was a bad girl.
Is that all?
Yep.
Amazing.
Well, Miss Faye, you heard him yourself.
Oh boy, you're not doing yourself any favors here, Mr. Wright. Please don't make this harder for me than it already is.
Anyway, after he said that, I just...
Can you tell me about what happened in a little more detail?
The guy, he just said what he wanted to say to me. Then he put on the jacket he was holding and started to leave. That's when I lost my temper and flew into a furious frenzy. Just gave him a light, gentle shove to the chest.
And when you did that, there was no severed cable anywhere to be seen?
Right. There's nothing like that at all.
Man, is it possible that you merely overlooked a live wire cable dangling and sparking directly behind you?
Well, I guess it's possible.
What are you doing? Don't let that guy steamroll over you like cheap asphalt.
I believe what's important here is the moment the push occurred. Let's continue on with the testimony, witness.
A loud noise? And what would you say that loud noise was, Mr. Wright?
Not sure, but it was really loud. It was like, snap! You know, come to think of it, I wonder what that was.
Clearly, Your Honor. It was the sound of the victim being electrocuted. I would know the many times I cast lightning bolt upon my victims.
You're not qualified to decide that. What should I do? I'm treading on some dangerous ground here.
Ask!
Mr. Wright, that loud noise you heard may be extremely important. So try to remember what it was.
How do I put it? It was a lot like a sharp crack, sort of like electricity. Huh.
Sort of like a wizard was casting a lightning bolt at the telephone pole.
Finally, you get in on the joke, Mac!
What do you mean? Yeah.
Could it have been?
Yes? Could it have been? Hurry up and tell us!
Could it have been a wizard? When I pushed him, he dropped the umbrella he was holding. He fell right on top of it and it broke. That's probably the noise I heard.
An umbrella, huh? The umbrella belonged to the victim.
Yeah, it was a plastic umbrella, cheap and frail. Kind of like the owner. Very
I like
pushy.
that we've been slowly implying pain killed this guy. Yeah. First with the weather, then with the lightning bolt.
Then again, I wish I had any kind of umbrella. I was totally soaked to the bone.
Miss Faye. What do you think? Is there something important that is, or just no?
Well...
Probably. I don't even remember what he just said, but yeah.
Yeah. Of course it's not important.
Of course it's not important.
Miss Faye, how can you state that so proudly?
Well, it just isn't. It's not important one bit. Not even one iota, okay?
Mia, that's enough. You're making a fool of yourself.
Is it okay if I go on?
After you shoved the victim, did you leave the scene right away?
Yes, I did. I admit it. I was furious.
You left without even checking Mr. Swallow's condition?
Dead? Well, yeah, but like I said, I got worried about him later.
At that time, did you see anyone else at the scene of the crime?
Nope, nobody.
Jeez, could that stupid cough possibly sound any phonier?
I hate how often he says,
In that case, it's very hard to believe someone else could have been the murderer.
1 second, phone call.
Dun, 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 I bet their dad is gonna make them, wheelbarrow some lumber around or some stupid shit like that. I have cookies on my desk, but I want to eat something more substantial. That's my contribution to the current commentary. That's all you're getting out of me. You can't make me talk. You can't make me entertain you. Yeah, I'm gonna just sit here. Entertain yourself, that's good.
People calling me out the stupidest things. Anyways.
Do you know what's going on with the... Well, I guess it's not dark out yet, so you don't have to go yet.
No, I don't want to talk about it. We're going back to the video game.
Okay.
Did you read the line?
Yeah.
Unless we could find something that shows his innocence from that testimony, my dear. I'm afraid the judge will make his final decision with no remorse whatsoever.
Yes, sir. Right now I need more info. Info that will help me turn up some contradictions.
That guy, he was talking bad about Dolly. Okay, so I gotta give this one, press that.
Can you tell me about...
Oh yeah, that's right.
Details. Of course it's important.
This is it, Mia. New information you've been waiting for. Of course it's important. No, this cheap umbrella is more than important. It's vital. I want to officially have it entered into the testimony.
Ha! How perfectly fitting! Flimsy information for a flimsy lawyer! A flimsy warlock!
The court agrees the defense is required. Yes, please add the bit about the cheap umbrella to your testimony.
He fell down on top of his cheap umbrella.
So Mr. Swallow fell on top of his umbrella, and you're certain of this?
Yeah, it was right there under him. See, if it hadn't been under him, I was planning on borrowing it for myself.
The umbrella, you mean?
Well, yeah, you see I was wearing this sweater here. I thought I'd stay up late for nights at a time knitting it for me. I didn't want the rain to dampen the handmade symbol of her love.
Your stomach is not to be used as your peasant son, Mia.
Just kicked him in the gut.
Huh? I'm so sorry.
Continue on with your testimony, witness.
The umbrella there.
It's not under him.
Why didn't you testify about the umbrella from the very beginning?
Come on, if I had mentioned that...
I would have been able to counter the prosecution's arguments earlier.
What do you mean by that?
Take another look at the crime scene photo. According to Mr. Wright, the victim fell on top of his umbrella. However, if you look closely, or even from far away. The umbrella is nowhere near the victim. Actually, it's by the electrical pole.
What? No, it's not.
You're absolutely right.
No, that's
The
right.
conclusion here is obvious. After the defendant left, the victim moved from where he fell. In other words, after he was pushed by the defendant, Mr. Swallow was still alive.
No!
Order! 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 The victim moved.
Strawberry rhubarb pie.
Mr. Payne, the umbrella in this photo, where is it now?
Well, it was collected by the police at the crime scene. They took it upon their noble steeds back to the station.
I want it presented as evidence immediately.
Umbrella, owned by the victim, found broken near an electrical pole at the crime scene.
But at the beginning, umbrella simply could have been blown up by the wind.
According to the testimony, the victim fell on top of the umbrella. There's simply no way it could have been blown there by the wind.
I know this matter of the umbrella seems relatively trivial, but as long as the smallest doubt remains, I cannot render final judgment.
It doesn't bode well for your case when the judge says that, and then you just scream, "No!"
I must say, I still find it hard to believe that a huge hole has been blown in the prosecution's case by the defendant's testimony.
Phoenix's testimony. The umbrella fell on top of the victim fell on top of his umbrella. There was a loud sound when this happened.
What done me? Mr. Payne, what are you chuckling about?
Pardon me, huh? It seems I was expecting too much of a free ride, like when I used teleportation to cross town. It was foolish of me that I think I could establish guilt through cross-examination alone.
I'm afraid I don't follow what you're saying.
Let me guess. You have another witness.
Exactly! And this witness's testimony will be incontrovertible.
Well, who is this witness?
Miss Dahlia Hawthorne!
Dahlia Hawthorne? You don't mean Dolly?
The defendant's very own lover is a witness to the whole thing. That's right. She was at the scene of the crime when the murder took place.
What?
I'm sorry to break the bad news to you, my dear.
Bad news? You couldn't be more wrong. Actually, I've been waiting for this.
You can't be serious.
What do you mean by that? I think this is a good point for us to stop it. Go to land to a 20-minute recess. Afterwards, we will listen to the testimony of Miss Dahlia Hawthorne.
Who's voicing her? Definitely Creed. I voiced too many characters.
April 11th, 11:52 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby, number 3. Miss Faye, I'm sorry about what happened back there.
It's alright. At least you saw the truth in the end, mister, right?
Yeah. So I guess I can start to relax then, huh?
Relax, my boy. You can't be serious. After hiding such important facts.
But the next witness is my dolly, right? She'll save me. I just know she will.
Why do you think that?
Huh? What do you mean? She's the love of my life, that's why.
The love of your life, huh? Oh, would you mind telling me more about you and Miss Dahlia Hawthorne?
Sure, no problem. Dahlia and I we first met about 8 months ago, right here in this very courthouse. She was on trial for murder. Actually, I'm studying to be a lawyer on the side, anyway. One day, she and I just bumped into each other in the reading room downstairs. Well, they want to be an artist, but a lawyer on the side. That's why I really think it was fate that brought us together. As soon as I first set eyes on her, I knew she was the one for me. Here, take a look at this. She gave this to me the day we met as a symbol of our love. She'd been wearing it around her neck that day, but then she took it off, but before she gave it to me, she said, I want you to carry this.
Did she give it to you as a present, I see?
Stolen little bottle is filled with the memories of my darling little dolly.
It certainly is a little bottle, alright.
You're so happy, I show it to everyone I meet. I want to share my happiness with the whole world. Dahlia's present. A small bottle necklace given to Wright on the day that they met. He shows it to everyone. But Phoenix, you can't just go from this to your, attorney badge and showing it to every person you meet.
Anyway. So after that, you and Miss Hawthorne started dating?
Yeah, but she's so shy. Every time I see her, she always says the same thing to me. Miss Barr.
I will play Watcho or something. Oh wait, are we back? Oh, we're back. It's actually fine now. Well, they're already gone. I'll be right back, chat. I'm back, chat. I really wish they had stayed for like literally 5 more seconds and they. Oh wait, hello? No, they're not back yet. What is their tracking doing? I like that face. Oh god. Their face is just like slowly moving a little bit every now and then. It's really creepy. It's so creepy. It's incredibly. Oh, there they go. That was incredibly uncanny. Oh, I can't wait to eat food after this. Blue moon of Kentucky, keep on shining. Shine on the water, it's gonna let you blue. Chat, my cactus is growing in the most inconvenient way possible. It just keeps going to the left. It was a central base with a left nodule, and then that left nodule made another nodule on its left, and then that nodule is now making another nodule on the left. So it's just like it's in the shape of a fucking staircase, basically. Like the whole cactus is growing diagonally in one direction. It looks like it's gonna fall over if it keeps going like this. Can to trim cacti? I mean, I don't really want to. What I could do is like cut off one of those bits and then replant it, and then they should grow more roots. I'd have to look up how to do that, but I don't know. I'm just gonna let it do its own thing for now, unless it actually does become a problem. Yeah, for the record, 5 seconds after you got up, it went back to normal.
Yeah, I noticed. Let us continue on. What's this? A newspaper clipping? Let's see. Murder in the courthouse. Murder?
What are you reading there? Let me see that. Oh, I see. Yeah, I think I understand what you're trying to say. I think I understand why you suddenly took such a keen interest in this case. You believe there is some connection between these two cases. Am I correct?
Newspaper clipping. An article from 8/28, almost 8 months ago.
I hope you don't mind, Mr. Grossberg. I need to finish this myself.
Ah, yes, but I'm afraid the job will not be enough, my dear. I'll go and have a look in the downstairs reading room as soon as I can find her.
Thank you.
I want to do whatever I can to be of help to you, Mayor. Well, the recess is about over. We'd better all get moving.
I guess so. That recess sure seemed longer than 20 minutes, though.
To be continued.
To continue, yeah, it's already been 2 hours.
It's a new sound effect. Awesome, awesome. I have a bit of a headache now. I think I might want to end this one for now.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, I'm also in desperate need of comestibles. So yeah.
We might be streaming this again on Wednesday at the usual time if Ringtail is not available for Elden Ring.
Yeah. anyways, thank you all for coming. Sorry for the interruptions and such during the stream. It happens. I will see you all on Wednesday for either Elden Ring or this. Today's most loved viewer is going to go to... Salt, for liking my thumbnail. But yeah. I will see you all next time. I'm very happy to get back into this one, even though we're in a past memory of what occurred, like, before the plot. I'm sure it'll all come around and make narrative sense at some point. Well, good